Hi, I'm Trevor Crow. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I talk to couples every day about some really tough problems. I believe that many marriages fail in this country because people don't get help earlier and better help. So I have some signs here. I'd like you to think about this. If you're struggling in your relationship, these are suggestions. Sort of think about it. You might need a third party, a couples counselor, maybe a sex therapist, or even a doctor. The first sign is if you sleep apart often, and that means most of the time, and it's been a long time since you slept in the same bed all night long, I suggest finding help for this. I do want couples to be together. Sleeping together is connecting. You, believe it or not, you feel each other's presence. It's good for you. It helps the security of the relationship. You might need a couples counselor around this, or you might need a sleep therapist or even a doctor to help with something like sleep apnea. Another warning sign is no sex. If you haven't had sex in a really long time, you probably need to take a look at that and talk to somebody about it. Sex is tricky, so that's why it's helpful to have a couples counselor or even a sex therapist talk you both through why you're not feeling desire for the other, because it can be scary and you might need somebody to really walk you through those tough conversations. Another sign you might need couples counseling is one of you or both of you speak to each other in a very condescending, sarcastic tone. This is a love killer. It's bad. I don't want to hear people speak to each other in dismissive, negative ways. It's bad. Please don't do this. You might need a couples counselor to help you talk about why, what's underneath that, and oftentimes with condescending tones, there's some hurt or wound beneath that. So you need to take care of that. Another sign is you find yourself comparing your spouse or partner to somebody else, and your spouse comes up lower or in a negative light relative to this other person. Really bad. I don't like to see this as well. It can turn into a death spiral. Your spouse will never come up looking as rosy and positive as somebody maybe you don't know well. You don't know their foibles or their quirky aspects of their personality. So step back. You might need somebody to help talk you through it and really discuss this with your partner. Say something's really going off the track here. Another sign I have is sharing really deep emotional feelings with somebody else, especially somebody you might be attracted to. You're going down the road of emotional betrayal, and oftentimes that leads to physical betrayal. You want to be sharing or disclosing your feelings to your partner, not to somebody else. And sometimes you might need somebody to walk you through this as well. A couples counselor, a good therapist could get you talking together about things that are hurtful or painful or shameful or even happy. But bottom line, we're with each other so we share our inner lives. We don't share them with other people. And that's called healthy boundaries around your couple. So I really want you to think about this before you start telling a coworker deeper feelings, maybe hurt, maybe negative things about your spouse. It's a betrayal. Another warning sign is wounds. Oftentimes we have these long-term raw places. Our partner or our spouse did something that made us really hurt, and it was at a particularly vulnerable time for us, and our spouse or partner didn't show up or said something really negative, threw us under the bus, for example, in some very bad way, and we still carry that hurt around with us. That sort of stays under the surface and is really negative for our relationships, and it's important to talk through this stuff, find a way to forgive one another, forgive the person who did the hurting, and again, you might need somebody to help you walk through that stuff. So those are my 6 warning signs. I do believe there's a lot of relationships out there that could be saved if they'd gotten help earlier, better help in the right way. So these are clear places that you can start talking to and getting constructive with your partner, and maybe you might need some help to have those tough conversations. So that's my conversation for today. This is Trevor Crow. Subscribe to our Modern Relationship channel. We're going to have a lot more of these wonderful videos to help you through those tough moments in your relationships.